With the second season of the NBA 2K League approaching rapidly on the horizon, Bucks Gaming and the league's 20 other teams gathered at Barclays Center in Brooklyn on Tuesday for the 2019 NBA 2K League Draft. Due to the league's player retention rules, and following an expansion draft back in September, Bucks GG entered Tuesday's draft with 4 spots to fill and only Game6Drake and BigMeek remaining as holdovers from the team's inaugural season. Due to a trade with Blazer5 Gaming, sending out King Peroxide's draft rights back in October, the Bucks at least faced up to that challenge armed with an additional first-round pick. As a result, Bucks GG owned the 6th, 17th, 26th and 60th picks heading into a crucial day of decisions on Tuesday. Not long after Jazz Gaming had selected Rio with the first overall pick, Bucks GG found themselves on the clock at No. 6, where they ultimately selected Plondo, Tyler Lay. Plondo was the first of 2 Island Gang players to be selected by the Bucks, and the first of 5 from that team to be picked on the night. Also of note, last year's Finals MVP and Brown Deer native Nate Fall also entered the league via Island Gang. Like many who entered the league on Tuesday, Plondo missed out on making the draft's final cut in 2018, but worked hard to earn his spot at the second time of asking. Speaking of that disappointment and taking up the challenge that followed, Plondo noted, "I was a little upset at first, but once the second combine came around, I just played and changed my whole game style, just tried to focus on being a team player, just doing the little things that they notice in their system to select the players." With the second of Milwaukee's first-round picks, Slay Island, Stephen Lai, an Island Gang teammate of Plondo's, was the Bucks' pick at 17. A selection from the Bucks meant a little extra to Slay Island, another Brown Deer native who will get the chance remain in state as he begins his 2K League career. Writing back in September, Brian Maziga of Forbes wrote about Slay Island, who ranked 15th on National Pro-Am Exposure's list of 100 top prospects heading into the league's second season. Slay made the top 250 last year, but didn't break through into the draft pool. Versatility, humility and leadership are possibly his best attributes. Slay doesn't come off as a guy who is overly concerned with stats. He wants to win, and his ability to be an asset at multiple positions adds to his value. Slay Island, and his Island Gang team, was also the focus of an article from Eric Nehm of ESPN Milwaukee back in 2017 when Bucks Gaming launched and the league prepared for its first season. Speaking in that piece, Slay Island spoke about the transition to becoming a professional. "I've been playing video games my whole life, so it's a dream for me to be able to do this professionally. I've been a huge sports fan too. So, to be able to do it for an NBA team, it's a big dream and I had to go for it, so I needed to focus on it to try to make it and get drafted." At No. 26, the Bucks next added Texas native Chad Pottery, a guard who many considered to be a sleeper pick heading into Tuesday's draft. Particularly of note, that sentiment was shared on air, as the pick was made, by 2K League commentator and analyst Dirk. To be specific, Dirk revealed that he had Chad ranked in his own top 15 prior to the draft. If Chad presents as a potential steal, the same can also be said of Bucks Gaming's final selection in the draft. With the 60th pick, the Bucks selected RSG, Robert Harder, a forward from Louisiana. In Brian Maziga's final mock draft for Forbes on Monday, he penciled RSG in for the Bucks, but with the 6th overall pick, noting, "Last year, Red Stick Gamer aka Robert Harder played the PF position, and I believe he was the best at the 4 on NBA 2K18. In NBA 2K19's Combine, he played a lockdown defender at the 3, and shined there as well. When it comes to combining hoops IQ with 2K knowledge and skill, few are on his level." With that in mind, Bucks GG will likely be ecstatic at landing RSG with their final pick of what can certainly be viewed as a productive night overall. Now, the attention turns to the season ahead. The first tournament of the 2K League season, the tip-off, is less than 4 weeks away, while the 12-week regular season will begin a week later. Much like last year, the season will include 3 mid-season tournaments, before the regular season concludes and the playoffs begin. Next, Milwaukee Bucks. Horst making a strong case for Executive of the Year. There was plenty of reason for Bucks GG to believe they underachieved last season, and now the chance is almost upon them to set things right.